Finding a comfortable seat on your mat, sitting with your spine tall, your neck straight, chin parallel to the mat. And soften your gaze at a spot in front of you. Or close your eyes if that feels good. Soften your shoulders down your back. Feel the areas of your body touching the mat. And just imagine your spine growing tall from your tailbone all the way up to the crown of your head. It's beginning to arrive here. Bring your awareness to your breath, just noticing how your breath feels. Notice if it's fast or slow, deep or shallow, quiet or loud. Notice if you're breathing through the nose or the mouth. If there are areas in your body that move as you breathe. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And a long breath out. Sigh it out through the mouth. Let it go. Two more like that. Deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. And last one. Deep breath in. Exhale. Sigh it out. Let it go. Allow your body to breathe in and out of your nose if that feels comfortable. And see if you can keep your awareness on your breath as we move through the different poses in our practice today. Slowly from here, we're going to make our way to a tabletop position. Coming to your hands and knees, your wrists under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingers wide, and you're looking straight down, so the back of your neck is long. And just pausing here, mountain pose. We're going to move through some cat-cows to just wake up the spine a little bit. So as you inhale, slowly start to drop your belly, open up your heart, maybe look up. And then exhale, press your hands down, round your back, tuck your tail, look down. Inhale to cow pose, drop your belly, open up your heart, look up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, look down. Good, let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good, slowly come back to tabletop. And from here, we're gonna come to a lunge. So just stepping your right foot forward, keeping the back knee on the mat. And you may want to bring a folded up blanket or roll up your mat under your knee if that feels better, making sure your left knee is comfortable. We're just going to stay in this lunge. So your fingertips can stay on the mat. If you have blocks, you can bring blocks under your hands if that feels a little bit comfortable. We're going to be here for a couple minutes, so you want to make sure you're comfortable. Feeling the stretch in the top of your left thigh. So finding a place where your shoulders are soft and you can feel the stretch, but you're also comfortable enough that you can hold this pose. And just breathe here. Finding stillness, and if you notice that you have the urge to move or fidget or adjust, just notice, take a moment to see if it's actually necessary. Trying not to react to what's happening, and really be mindful of any movement that you make. Breathing deeply in and out of your nose. You may notice that this is already starting to become a little intense in the top of your left thigh. Maybe you're moving a little deeper into the pose. Notice if your front knee is moving past your ankle. That's okay, just notice it. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. Okay, slowly from here, start to pull your hips back, starting to straighten the right knee. And you can have a generous bend in the knee. As long as you're feeling this pose in the back of your leg, it doesn't have to be completely straight. You can keep the right foot soft or flex it if that feels better. And just pause here, feeling the stretch in the back of your leg. We're not going to be here for too long. Just noticing how this feels. Maybe moving your upper body a little bit closer to your leg. Pausing here for a few breaths. Good. Slowly come back to your lunge, and then we're going to make our way back to tabletop. So bring your right knee under your hip. Spread your fingers wide, wrists under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Just pause here in table. Pull your belly towards your spine. And moving to the second side. So stepping the left foot forward, and you can use your hand to help move your foot forward. Again, just finding a place here where you're feeling this pose, but not going too deep. So finding a place where you can hold stillness for a few minutes, and then either bringing your hands, fingertips on the mat or hands on blocks. Just find stillness in your low lunge. Breathing into the areas in your body where you're feeling the pose, and softening in the areas that you don't need to hold on to. So maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's your jaw, your forehead. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and just come to your breath. Allowing your breath to slow down as much as it feels comfortable. Notice if your body's starting to go deeper into the pose. Maybe you're feeling this a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And then slowly starting to bring your hips back, straightening your left leg, and you can have a bend in your knee depending on how this feels in the back of your leg. And this side may feel different, so you may need to keep it bent a lot. See if you can allow your body to come a little bit closer to your leg. Your foot can be soft, just making sure that you're not feeling any sharp pain in the back of your left leg. Slowly start to come out of the pose and just come back to tabletop. Bring your knees wide, big toes together, and we're going to come into child's pose. We're going to be holding child's pose for a few minutes. So if you need to use props to support yourself in child's pose, you can. You can use a pillow or a bolster in front of you and just bring your upper body on that. You can prop up your pillow with blocks and just allow your upper body to rest. You can have your forehead down, but also you can turn your head to whatever side feels comfortable. This may feel a little bit better as we're holding this for a few minutes. If you want to go into a deeper child's pose, you can maybe allow your forehead to rest on blocks or all the way down to the mat. Wherever you are, allow your elbows to rest on the mat so your shoulders are soft. Make sure you're not holding your shoulders up. Allowing gravity to really pull your body towards your mat. So making any adjustments you need. You may need to, it may feel better to lift your hips a little bit, maybe bringing a folded up blanket or pillow under your thighs. So just taking a few moments here to find a place where you feel comfortable. And don't worry about what it looks like. It doesn't have to be too deep. As long as you're comfortable and letting go of holding on to any muscles, you're going to be doing this pose. So as we hold this pose for a few minutes, you'll notice that your body is starting to open up and you can go deeper into your child's pose, maybe moving closer to the mat. So just letting go of anything you're holding on to in your body and letting gravity do its thing. You can bring your awareness to your breath, just noticing your body expand as you breathe in and soften as you breathe out. If you notice thoughts or feelings or emotions start to come up, just really kindly bring your awareness back to your breath. Letting your thoughts just wait for a few more minutes until our practice is over. Take a deep breath in, a long breath out. Good. One more like that. Deep inhale. Exhale all the air out. Good. Slowly starting to make your way out of the pose, moving really slowly, mindfully. We've been here for a few minutes, so just making sure you move slowly, listening to how your body feels. And then from here, we're going to come back to our lunge. So bringing your right foot forward, pat the left knee if you need, and then walk your right foot towards the right side, maybe allowing your toes to spill off the mat. And your hands are inside your right foot. So wherever you are, make sure your knee is moving towards your toes. So you may need to adjust your feet depending on where your knee is facing. And just coming into this variation of lizard pose. And you can stay up with your hands on the mat. You can bring your hands on blocks if that feels better. You can bring your elbows down on blocks or maybe on a bolster. So finding a place where you can hold this pose. We're going to be here for about 2 minutes. So just taking a few moments to get comfortable. You should be feeling this again on the top of your left thigh and on the inside of your right, maybe in your right hip or glute. Wherever you are, make sure there's no pain or discomfort, and you can allow your head to hang or maybe bring blocks under your forehead, letting your head rest on something. If your elbows are down, you can bring your forehead onto your thumbs. So bring your hands together, bring your thumbs to your third eye, just bringing a little pressure in that area, allowing your head to rest and be comfortable. So wherever you are, see if you can let go of whatever is not necessary and come to your breath. As you hold the pose, you'll notice that it will become a little bit more intense in your body. And make sure that, again, it's not too much and you're comfortable at all times. Breathing into the areas in your body that you're feeling the pose, and see if you can soften as you exhale. Slowly start to come out of the pose, moving really slowly and mindfully. You're just going to move your props aside and start to walk your right foot towards the left side. So we're going to come into pigeon pose. So walking your foot towards the left side of your mat and dropping the right knee down. You can walk the back foot back a little bit more, just coming to pigeon pose. If this doesn't feel good in your knee especially, you can come to your back and take a figure 4 shape. So you can stay up, your hands on the mat, or you can bring your upper body down onto, all the way down to the mat, or maybe on a pillow, a bolster, maybe bringing blocks under your forehead. So finding a place where you can hold this. You can always bring a pillow or a block under your right hip, just to allow your body to rest on something, so you're not holding yourself up. So you can let go of any muscles and allow the inner tissues in your body to open up and stretch as you hold the pose. As you hold this pose for time, you may notice thoughts, emotions, feelings start to come up. And sometimes those feelings or emotions feel intense or unpleasant. Maybe it's frustration or anger. And just noticing what is coming up. And maybe it's nothing. And that's okay as well. But if something's coming up, just notice if you can watch it from the outside and allow it to pass as you bring your awareness back to your breath. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And then slowly start to come out of the pose. So walking your hands towards you, you're going to come up. And so just notice what feels good in your body. So it may feel good to sit on your right hip and just bring your legs in front of you, maybe bending your knees, maybe windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Maybe it feels good to come to downward dog or tabletop. So just notice what your body needs to let go of the sensations that you're feeling in your body, and just soften a little bit. And then when you're ready, we're going to come back to the tabletop pose and move to the second side. So finding your tabletop to start, you're going to step the left foot forward and just heel toe your foot towards the left side of the mat, maybe allowing your toes to spill off your mat, and then adjust your back knee. Make sure it's comfortable if you need to pad your knee. And then find a place where you can hold this pose for a couple minutes. So maybe you stay on your hands on the side, maybe you bring your elbows down all the way to the mat or to a prop that will bring the mat up to you. Allowing your shoulders to soften, allowing your head to hang heavy or rest gently on something. And then notice where you feel this pose. Make sure there's no pain or discomfort, especially in your left knee, in your lower back. Finding stillness when you're comfortable in your pose, and coming back to your breath. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, slowly start to come out of the pose, moving your props aside. Start to walk your left foot towards the right side of the mat and come to pigeon pose on the second side. Again, just being really mindful of how this feels in your knees. And if it doesn't feel good on this side, you can come to your back and find a figure four shape, just crossing your left ankle on top of your right side. And then if you're in pigeon, just taking a few moments to use your props to find a place where you can find stillness. So either coming down to a pillow or a bolster all the way down to the mat, allowing your forehead to rest gently either on blocks or on the forehead on the mat. You can always bring your thumbs to your third eye, letting your head rest on your hands. So you don't need props to help your body let go. So using whatever you have close by. And then making your final movements and adjustments to settle, come to stillness, and come to your breath. Noticing if this side feels different, and if it does, just knowing that that's completely normal. And without judgment, without any labels, just hold the pose and breathe into the sensations that you're feeling. Whether they're physical or in your head, notice how you feel and see if you can breathe into them. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. One more like that. Deep inhale. Exhale all the air out. And slowly start to move out of the pose, moving really mindfully and slowly. Maybe coming to a seat, bringing your legs in front. Bring your feet to the mat, windshield wiper your knees from side to side, or maybe it feels good to move to a downward dog or tabletop. Maybe it feels good to move through some cat-cows. So just listening to what your body needs here. And then when you're ready, come to a seat, extend your legs long, and just pause here with your feet flexed. You can have a generous bend in your knees, just sitting tall, noticing how this feels. You can maybe bend one knee a little bit and then the other. And then we're going to make our way to our back. So slowly making your way to your back. And we're going to come to a supine butterfly. So just lying on your back, you're going to bring the soles of the feet together and let your knees fall out. So if you have a bolster, you can have your bolster under your knees so your knees have something to rest on. If you don't have a bolster, you can roll up a blanket, or you can use blocks under your knees if you have them. Allowing your thighs or your knees to rest on blocks. If you don't have any props, that's completely okay as well. Just letting your knees fall out. You can walk your feet as far away from you as it feels good. So allowing your knees to fall out and allowing gravity to pull your knees towards the mat. So take a few moments here. Let your shoulders soften away from your ears. You can have your arms resting by your side, or maybe bring your hands to rest gently somewhere on your body. Just feeling the breath under your hands. Soften your gaze or close your eyes and just breathe here. Taking deep, long breaths and just following the air as it enters your body, fills you up, and then following the air as it moves out and feeling your body settle and feel a little bit more heavy on the ground. So we're going to move into Shavasana in a little bit. So you can decide if you want to come out of this pose and move into a more traditional or your normal pose for Shavasana, or you want to keep this and just use this pose as your final resting posture. So you can decide. And then when you're ready, you're gonna make adjustments if you need. So maybe you start to extend one leg and then the other. You can keep your bolster or pillow under your knees. Just finding a position where you feel comfortable for our final resting posture. Maybe your knees are bent, your feet mat distance apart, your knees falling inward. Wherever you are, make sure your hips are heavy. Shoulders soft down your back, away from your ears. You can allow your arms to rest by your side, palms facing up, fingers gently curled in. Soften your jaw, part your teeth, allow your tongue to fall away from the roof of the mouth. And soften the muscles of the face and your eyelids, allowing your eyes to gently close if they're open. Scan from the crown of your head all the way down to your fingers and your toes. Just notice if there's any part of your body that you can soften and let go of just a little bit more to get comfortable here. Allow your body to rest and breathe naturally and take in the effects of your practice. Take a deep breath in. Exhale all the air out. One more like that. Deep inhale. Full and complete exhale. Let it go. Okay. And slowly start to bring some movement back to your body. Moving your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Maybe gently rocking your head from side to side. When you're ready, bend one knee and then the other and roll onto your right side in a fetal position using your bottom arm as a pillow. Fetal pose after corpse pose reminds us that after every ending, there's a new beginning. And slowly, when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting with your spine tall, your neck straight, chin parallel to the mat. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Soften your shoulders down your back. Bring your hands by your side. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, palms touch overhead. As you exhale, bring your hands to your heart and bow your head to your hands. Thank yourself for coming to your mat today, for spending this time for yourself, for your practice. Bring your thumbs to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. May your thoughts be kind. Thumbs to your lips. May your words be caring. Thumbs to your heart center. May your heart be filled with love and gratitude. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.